If you are a fan of the Los Angeles Clippers, for the first time, I'm going to be honest with you, I saw a bad sign for you guys in y'all pursuit of Kawhi Leonard. See, I'm one of the people who believe Kawhi Leonard has had his mindset on joining the Los Angeles Clippers for probably since the day he was traded from the San Antonio Spurs to the Toronto Raptors, maybe even before that. I think Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer, the Clippers owner, have already talked under the table. Obviously, they couldn't make that announcement because that's tampering. I believe Steve Ballmer has talked to Kawhi Leonard's uncle and his representation. And I believe there's this little wink-wink deal. My wink is so ugly. There's this little wink-wink deal under the table that Kawhi Leonard will become a Los Angeles Clipper whenever his season ends as he moves on to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. But I will say this. For the first time, if you're a Clippers fan, you saw a bad sign as the Toronto Raptors win on a buzzer beater from Kawhi Leonard and move on to the next round. And I haven't seen this too many times in Kawhi Leonard's career. Definitely not to the extent. And Kawhi Leonard's been a Finals MVP, but I've never seen the emotion that he showed after he made that buzzer beater. Just that raw emotion after he pretty much said bye-bye Philadelphia, Damian Lillard style, with that fadeaway in the corner over Joel Embiid. The Clippers are playing with fire. It's not their fault. They haven't done anything wrong. But it's what the Raptors, not even the team, but being in the Eastern Conference, competing for a championship, it's what that situation is presenting for Kawhi Leonard. An emotional attachment. You see, the city of Toronto is not going to dramatically change tomorrow. Toronto will be what it is come next October when the season starts. The team, for the most part, won't change that much. Drake's still going to be there, right? What really is changing with the Toronto landscape? I said that because Kawhi Leonard wants to be on the West Coast in Los Angeles. There's pretty much nothing more Kyle Lowry could tell Kawhi Leonard, Mark Gasol could tell Kawhi Leonard, the GM, Masai Ujiri, Nick Nurse, the head coach. There's not a lot more that can be said to Kawhi Leonard to change his mind or convince him to stay in Toronto after this season, as he is a free agent come July 1. But there's one thing that does the talking for the Raptors. Emotional attachment. It's just one of those things that you can't script. Real emotional, raw attachment. It's the reason why Paul George is still in Oklahoma City. Bounced out of the playoffs again, this time in the first round. Right? Paul George re-signed with the guy in Russell Westbrook who already ran away one of the greatest talents we ever seen in Kevin Durant. Every sign was there for Paul George to leave. And if he didn't want to become a Laker, at least go elsewhere, right? Emotional attachment. He got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He felt an attachment with the community. That little small basketball town, one of the lower markets in the NBA. He felt like they wanted him. He felt like the Lakers didn't want him enough. And he got attached. Russell Westbrook and him became cool. They threw parties, all that stuff. He became emotionally attached. Every sign Paul George needed to not stay in Oklahoma City was there. But when you become attached to something, it's just like the chick that you're dating, or for my women listeners out there, for the man that you're dating, and y'all agreed at the beginning this wasn't supposed to be a long-term fling. We was just having fun. We're in that stage in life where we both just got out of relationships. The Raptors with DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard with the San Antonio Spurs. We're just dating right now, but just casual dating, a little fun, whatever come with it. Sex, romance, whatever. Not romance, actually, it's just sex. Whatever comes out of it, we just cool in it. No attachments. And then you mess around and you fall in love. You get attached. I'm telling you, I'm not saying that happened to Kawhi Leonard, but I would for damn be scared if I were a Clipper fan today. Because moments like that, you can't script it. if Kawhi Leonard now starts to build, like let's say they get eliminated in the next round. Let's say the Bucks beat them in 5 games, right? The Bucks get rid of them pretty easily. That's leaving a bad taste in Kawhi Leonard's mouth, you know? And the longer the playoffs go on, the more Kawhi's gonna be like, damn, I really want to win with this team. Like the way the fans embracing me, this is special. Like I want to win here. I want to do it here, right? And there's a possibility out there that Kawhi Leonard could think the complete opposite. He's a very interesting guy. Maybe he's like, man, the longer I go, the more I'm showing this Raptors fan base that I'm great, y'all not. I'm better than y'all, and I want to go to Los Angeles. I want to get to my home in the West Coast. That could very well be the case. I just doubt it. That dude loved the game too much. I've heard Kawhi Leonard talk more in the last 3 weeks being on the Raptors than I ever heard him talk. I mean, he's the star of the team, right? He was the star of the San Antonio Spurs, but with guys like Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, obviously when Duncan was around, and even Popovich, they do a lot of those press junkets, end of the game interviews, all that stuff. It's Kawhi right now. He's clearly been the best player for the Raptors, and he's talking more. Look at the plays he's making. He's playing damn great basketball. In my estimation, he's the second best player in the game right now. And I'm telling you, man, there's something to be said about an emotional attachment. I would be scared if I'm a Clippers fan. Not depleted, but definitely scared. Like, yo, all right, Toronto, that was good, Kawhi. When you gonna chill out? And you know he gonna want to give it to Giannis. Y'all already know this finna be a great head-to-head matchup. Yo, people forget, Kawhi Leonard won a Finals MVP and guarded LeBron James in that Finals. Don't forget that. This dude is battle tested. He's legit. He felt like he's been overlooked for quite some time, and he's finally getting the stage to be one of the best players in the NBA. All right, man. Don't sleep. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.